Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. This one is actually taking place and starting in the afternoon, not the morning this time. But I just got over here to USF campus, gonna go down to our performance and physique enhancement lab that we have for our master's program here. Just got off the phone with two client check-ins. Everyone's doing awesome. I'm so proud of these guys. My team, my athletes are just freaking amazing. I love you guys. You guys put in the hard work for me. You guys ask the right questions, everything. It makes my job as a coach easier and more enjoyable, so thank you guys. So today's video is going to be a little bit about, I'm going down to deadlift, and what I'm gonna do is I'm trying to think about switching up my stance. I keep going back and forth on whether or not I wanna pull sumo or I wanna do conventional. And it's about time that I just pick a damn one and stick to it. So today's gonna be a lot of experimentation, seeing just which one's gonna feel more comfortable. And you know what? Neither one of them are going to, make me think 100%. So what I gotta do is I just gotta go with my gut after this and think what's gonna be the best for my career moving forward. Health, longevity, and what's gonna allow me to get the most power. So stay tuned, I'm gonna have some clips, break down my form a little bit, talk a little bit during it, and hopefully you guys get entertained and learn a little something that maybe helps your deadlift too. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoy my channel, the content, this video, please like, subscribe, and share, and hit that little notification button when my new videos get uploaded. I really appreciate it. And you guys have a great day. Let's go get some deadlifts. Guys, one more thing I forgot to add. My good friend, my mentor, one of my best friends, Dr. Lane Norton, has released his new contest prep guide ebook on his site. Go check it out, guys. If you guys have any interest in competing in physique sports, or just looking for some non-BS approach to fat loss and muscle gain, this book is for you. This is gonna be one of the best investments you ever make. You're gonna learn so much from a scientific standpoint, from an anecdotal standpoint, from 12 years plus experience that he has coaching thousands of competitors, hundreds of professionals, himself being a pro natural bodybuilder and an elite level powerlifter. Go check it out. You can go to biolanestore.com and go pick up your copy. It'll be well worth it. Walking into the lab now, it's empty. This is what I'm talking about. Got my blue monster because I do blue monsters on deadlift days all the time. Oh yeah, it's all mine today, baby. Let's get to deadlifting. All right, guys, so I'm sitting here in our office area of the performance lab. As you can see, it's right there in the background here at USF. I thought this would be a good time to kind of go through a little bit. A lot of people ask me, David, what do you keep in your gym bag? Well, here's a good time to figure it out, right? First and foremost, you gotta have a shaker. Now, I actually don't do protein powders. I use all my shakers just to drink my water out of, but I keep it on hand. I keep it handy just in case, maybe I can't get to my meal right away. Maybe I need something. So at least I got a shaker bottle so I can get some protein in me, right? The next thing I keep, because I'm a power lifter, is I keep gym chalk. As you can see, it's kind of busted open a little bit right now. Now, unfortunately, in here, we're not allowed to use chalk right now. So that kind of sucks, but I do keep it in there because I go to other gyms too. I'd like to be able to use it in here, but we can't. It's Dr. Campbell's rules, so we're gonna follow those. But the next thing we got knee sleeves. Now these are the Ray-Ban ones. I love these. They've done an amazing job for me, but I think I'm about to upgrade to the SBD ones. A little bit tighter, a little bit more supportive to handle some heavier weight. These are really good at keeping my joints loose and warm. But I notice when I start getting up there in weight and everything, they're not as firm. They're not as compact as I would like them to be. So, knee sleeves. I also keep wrist straps and wrist wraps. Now, I don't use the straps very much. I used to use those But ever since I kind of like gravitated more towards powerlifting and stuff, I don't like to use them and stuff because I want to work on my grip strength, right? And I want to get used to, I want to practice how I'm going to play, right? If I get to a competition, get on the platform, you can't use wrist straps. So I've kind of backed away from those. I do like my wrist straps. I use them when I squat, when I bench. I don't use them when I deadlift and everything. But invest in some good wrist straps for yourself, okay? They will make a difference. Gangster wraps, Slingshot makes some great ones. A7 makes some great ones. I know the guys over there, great company, great up-and-coming company, bright future ahead, amazing equipment, IPF approved, so I would go with those as well as the SBDs. So, and I keep this little doodad. This is good for like getting in your joints, loosening up and everything. It's just a little self-massager. I keep also a resistance band. You can double that up. You can put it around your hip, around your legs, and kind of warm up your glutes, warm up your whole lower body with these, upper body as well. But this is really good. This is I want to say this is like the 30-pound resistance one, something like that. But definitely invest yourself in some of that, okay? What else do I have here? So I have my lever belt. Now, the majority of the time, I actually use a Rogue Ohio belt, a powerlifting belt. But Lane gave me this, and this is from Iron Tanks. This is a lever belt. I'm going to start going back to using this, I think. I find that it gives me a little bit more sense of stability when I've got heavy weight on my back or I'm deadlifting. The Rogue Ohio belt is great. I definitely recommend that. For me personally, I like the fact that I can just clip it and unclip it with the Rogue Ohio belt. It's a single prong, so you have to take it off, loosen it up all the time. But I'm going to start using this again, I believe. It's an Iron Tanks one. SBD has a great one. There's a lot of great lever belts out there. So find yourself something that is comfortable for you, that you can get on and off pretty easily. Now remember, any belt you get is going to be uncomfortable at first. You're going to have to kind of break it in a little bit, so keep that in mind. And then I keep my lifting shoes. Now these are wrestling shoes. These are just Adidas wrestling shoes. I do also have squat shoes. However, I think I'm going to start going away from those. And the reason is because I've been so used to squatting, deadlifting with such a flat surface. I used to go barefoot, to be honest. These are more comfortable for me. Since I've switched over to the squat shoes, I actually tend to notice a little bit of knee pain, left patella knee pain, and some hip pain in my left side. So is that directly related to the shoes? I don't know. Maybe because it hunches me over a little bit more. I don't know. What I know is that I'm comfortable with these. I still get the same power output, and I don't have to have separate shoes from squatting and deadlifting and bench, right? These are so versatile. These are good for squats. These are great for bench. These are amazing on the platform when you're deadlifting. So it's kind of an all-in-one shoe. Wrestling shoes you can get between $60 and $80. They're a lot cheaper than ollie shoes, squat shoes, whatever. You can do chucks. I personally used to do chucks, but I don't really like them so much anymore. So I go with those. And then the last two items, I keep a roller for my legs, hamstring, quad roller, and then I also keep a lacrosse ball. Now this bad boy is one of the best investments for $2 I ever made. This thing can get into every little crevice, every little joint, get into your hips. I like to dig it right down in my hip socket because especially here on my left side, I get tight hips. So I just lay on it. It hurts. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts. But it's one of those pains that you have to put up with. It's just too necessary. This can break down a lot of the tight fascia that you have in your muscles, get right down in those joints where just other massage devices can't. So you can actually take two of these together and duct tape them. And what you can do is you can roll it up and down your spine. And it really, really loosens up the erectors. So go to your local Dick's Sporting Goods, Play It Again Sports, whatever it is. You get these lacrosse balls. You can usually get like 2 or 3 for $5. So definitely an investment that you need to make. Other than that, that's pretty much what I have in my gym bag, folks. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Got the necessities. Don't kind of need all that extra little fluff that people carry around. So I'm going to go get warmed up, start doing some deadlifts. I'm sure you'll get some clips from that here later on. And thank you. Hope you got something out of my gym bag collection. So on squat days and deadlift days, I like to warm up my hips and start activating my glutes by doing hip thrusters. This is a great exercise, guys, because one of the main components of a good squat and a deadlift is having that hip explosion, right? You're going to have strong glutes and have that hip explosion in order to get the most maximum power out of it. So here I'm just kind of warming up here, trying to get them activated. We also are fortunate because right down the hall we have an indoor kind of hallway where I can do some agility stuff, kind of do some high kicks, some kickbacks, some lateral shuffles, just to try to warm my joints up, get my hips loosened up, just kind of start getting my heart rate up a little bit to start moving some heavy weight in a little bit. So this is a very fortunate aspect of our performance lab at the University of South Florida. Here's an exercise that I got from my friend Lane Norton. He's got some back issues as well, and he went and saw Dr. Stu McGill and Brian Carroll, who are leading experts, I guess you could say, in lower back injuries and pain and prevention. These are really good because as a powerlifter, you want a very stable back. You don't really want a very flexible back, which is what most people think. You want a very rigid, stable back to handle all that load. And here's me just kind of goofing off during warm-ups, having some fun. Hey man, I love lifting. You got to have some fun while you're doing it, right? Plus it's just 135. Woo! But you ain't never seen a 135 move faster than that, huh? No, I'm just playing. So now we're starting to get into some working sets, and I kept going back between sumo and conventional, trying to figure out what I want to play the most. And guys, I'm still going back and forth with this, but I'm leaning more towards conventional just because I feel more power output from it. And also, I like to end up every back day, actually multiple days a week, doing pull-ups. In the past 4 to 6 weeks, I've seen better back development and more strength from just working pull-ups more than any other back movement I've done. It's really helped with not only stabilizing for the deadlift, but for my squat and for my bench press too. And here's just some physique updates right now, doing a most muscular. I'm pretty happy with how this improvement season's going so far. Up in the calories, and they all seem to be going to the right places. So I'm gonna be happy with that. But thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great day.